My name is Ethan Botha, and ever since I was a kid, I've dreamed of winning the Rugby World Cup. And I've just signed for the Lions. Will I be able to work my way up to the top? It's my first training session, and I'm reuniting with my childhood friend Leon. It's always been our dream to play for this club, and we had amazing chemistry being selected for our first match. We scored the first try, and playing with Leon felt like a dream. But then I made a massive mistake.
Ball is loose. Stretches his legs. Here is danger. Try scored.
And it didn't get any better.
With a dive, he scores. Scarlet scores the try.
And going into half time, I knew I needed to do something big. If I can't perform for the Lions, how would I be able to perform for South Africa?
Cutting out his teammates. Fires out a torpedo pass. Breaks the line. Dives low. He scores the try.
Time was running out, but I made the kick and we could push for the draw.
Cronje. Alarm bells sounding here. And he's over.
And this kick would secure the draw.
And through the middle it goes.
So I'm really happy with my performance, and over the next few games I settled into the team. But our next game was against my former club. I felt like I was getting targeted and I needed to silence the crowd.
With a break. Sensational try.
But we managed to resist the aggression, and as a team we got the job done. But my current goal is still to be selected for South Africa, and with lots of derby matches coming up, the head coach will be watching. First up was the Bulls, who were really physical. We used our pace to score our first try, and I did a beautiful attacking kick to claim our second. The South African head coach would have liked that, but the Bulls bounced back with a very dodgy try, and their fly half scored another. They snatched the win with a late-minute drop goal, and my chances of getting selected are diminishing. But we're playing the Bulls again in our next match. Can we get revenge?
One-handed offload. He's over.
Shocking start to this match.
And I was really not having my best game. But in the second half, I flipped the script.
He scores the try.
So we got the win, and we also went on to beat the Stormers. All the papers were talking about me and Leon. It felt like we were bound to get selected, but we have one last game to push ourselves over the edge. The Sharks have Jaden Hendrikse, my direct competition, and we were going toe to toe, fighting for the Springboks jersey. But then, the unimaginable happened. I ran in, I got tackled, but something felt terribly wrong. My shoulder had let me down. Leon couldn't believe it, and I am out for the next 81 days. That means I'm missing all of the internationals. However, Leon did get selected alongside Jaden Hendrikse, but he didn't have the greatest of games, and he got replaced by Jaden Hendrikse's brother. The Hendrikse brothers had instant chemistry, and they were ripping it up. It seems like me and Leon have some fierce competition. So I eventually returned from injury, and I kept putting in the performances. Surely my chance would eventually come. It's 1 year away from the World Cup, and with the international friendlies coming up, I finally get a call.
We want you to play for South Africa.
And I got selected for my first match. I am now a Springbok. So even without Leon, I got my dream debut, and I couldn't wait for the next match. But I didn't get picked. The coach wanted to try out the Hendrikse brothers, and he would have been impressed with their performance. It's clear if me and Leon want to win a World Cup, we need to work way harder. But it's now World Cup year, and Leon proved his worth in the Rugby Championship. We both led our club team to greatness, but we lost to the Hendrikse brothers in the final. But it's now time for World Cup selection, and I listen as the first few names get read out.
Cheslin Kolbe, Leon Libbok.
So Leon's going to a World Cup, but my name has still not been read out.
Fly half.
Could this be me?
Jaden Hendrikse. Scrum half. Jaden Hendrikse.
So the Hendrikse brothers might be playing together, but will I even get picked?
And finally fly half. Ethan Botha.
So I'm in the World Cup squad, and I tried as hard as I could to prove I deserved selection. Our first game is fastly approaching, and I have one more training session to prove that I deserve to get selected. Jaden and Jordan were on one team, and they hit the ground running. Jordan was having a near perfect game and I knew I needed to take the lead. Leon with the pass, can I produce something here? Offloading it to Kolisi, that's a beautiful assist. My kicking was also top notch, I kept doing it and my grubber led to a try. On the attack here, but it's an interception from Jaden Hendrikse. Who else would it be as he pushes towards our line, almost in the 22, popping it off to Jordan, and they are gonna score. That is probably the worst thing that could have happened. But I ended the session with an assist and I slotted a beauty of a kick. Who knows what could happen next, as this session has felt more important than the actual game. So looking at the team sheet, Leon has been picked, and so have I. So history in the making, 2 childhood friends hitting the pitch in a Rugby World Cup. Whoa, a massive high tackle, and they've got a red card. Leon looking to pass now, but what is that? It's completely missed me, and it looks like it's gonna trickle dead. We've managed to win the scrum, and how have we got so much space? Passes me the ball, and could I be in for my first international try? And yes, I am. And they've got it back. You've got to be kidding me. Racing into the corner. Have we stopped them? They're checking if the ball is grounded. It's an embarrassment from us, and it looks like they are giving the try. So that's half time. Me and Leon need to do better and prove we're international material. So Scotland kicking off again here. Can we bounce back? But there's confusion here. Scotland with the ball, shipping it out, and they've scored. An absolute disaster class. We're really not performing here, and they've scored. Surely the head coach is gonna start looking to his bench. And Leon is subbed off, a massive curveball. However, I need to focus on getting the comeback. I get past the ball, looks like we need to ship it wide now, maybe find some space on the outsides. And we are gonna go all the way. The kicking's been easy so far, and I slot another one. An offside penalty here, and I'm going for the sticks. It's very, very kickable. Can I put us within 2? And yes, I can. But Scotland get the turnover. Is it not going to be the fairy tale ending as they boot it into touch? An embarrassment for South Africa, but I feel like I played well. The coaches and the South African media were so angry with us. Leon was getting a lot of stick, and it's important we both perform in these next few matches. Next up was Ireland, and we started the match full of mistakes. And Ireland's physicality was unstoppable. Ireland slammed me to the floor. But Ireland cannot be stopped. They are so physical. They're breaking through all of our gaps. So going into half time, our head coach was less than impressed. This is not the level we should be playing at, and we need to improve. Leon with the pick and go, ships it to me. I'm in a bit of space, still pushing here, and I've got the try. The crowd is really behind us, and I've scored my dream try. Can we build on this? Leon with the pick and go. Has he seen some space? For me he has, and I'm still pushing here, going for the chip, trying to confuse the defence, and I've got the ball. Are you kidding me? Right after the first try, I've just scored my second. It's 14-3, but we know the power Ireland have as they drive into the 5 metres. They ship it once more. What's going on with our defence? And James Lowe has scored. I think the occasion is getting to our head because I don't know how we've allowed that in defence. I cleared our lines with a clearing kick. We managed to get the turnover, but Ireland charging through here. Surely they're going to score. Can we stop them? Smashing through a tackle. And they have scored. And with this kick, they are winning by 3 points. 8 minutes left now. The whole team desperately want this. And Pieter-Steph du Toit, where did he get that pace from? Leon picking and going here. Has he found some space? But he passes it to Ireland. But they've gone for the box kick. One of their forwards kicked it, and we have one last chance. Leon looking to redeem himself, and he's found some space, weaving through, offloading it to Kolisi. We've got numbers here. We've got numbers. Can we make it? And yes, we can. Look at what it means to me. Look at what it means to the squad. And we use that momentum to beat America in the next match. And here is what the table looks like. We've got one more game against France, and we're definitely not the favourites, but if we win, it would guarantee our place in the quarter-final. If not, we'd have to rely on other games elsewhere. But the game started off slow, with France winning by 3-0, and then I missed a crucial kick. But there's a chance for redemption here. I get past the ball, going for the drop goal. Has it got the distance? And yes, it has. I've made up for the missed penalty goal, and I'm absolutely chuffed. France going to the left looking for gaps. That's been a problem in our campaign, our defence, but we just get the tackle in. So that's half time. It's been a game full of grit, and it's clear every moment matters in the second half. Breaking through, I'm on the inside, get past the ball, ship it to Leon, and now our props in space, using the hands, surely we'll find the gap, and there we go. But can I slot the kick? And are you kidding me? And France were applying so much pressure, and they were really getting in their element. We're all over the place in defence. The occasion's getting to our head, but we've got the intercept here. What can we do now? Shipping it as wide as we can, but no. It's the worst mistake of my career, and that might knock us out of the Rugby World Cup, but there still could be time to get the comeback. Shipping it out the back, we're in the red, going for the drop goal. But what is that rubbish? And France kick it out for the win. The France fans celebrate, but we have to find out what happens in the other matches to see if we make it to the quarterfinals. So I've simulated through. It's time for the big reveal, and we have got the job done. Look how many teams are on 10 points. We've got so lucky. But we're now in the knockouts, 3 games away from achieving my dream, and we're against Georgia. They're the ultimate dark horses, really punching above their weight, and they're going to come at us hard. So in the build-up, all we focused on was physicality, but me and Leon are not the biggest players on the pitch, and we really struggled. Jaden and Jordan were thriving, and it looked like they were going to get selected. And they have. They might have just snatched the Rugby World Cup trophy out of our hands. Let's see how they perform. And Jordan gets flattened. We were controlling the entire game, but for some reason, we just couldn't score. There's confusion in attack, and it's not looking good. 10 minutes left of the half. Surely we need to score from here. It's been an absolute disaster so far, but they finally get the try. Without me and Leon's leadership, it really seems like the team is struggling. Jordan breaking through, but he gives the ball straight to Georgia. So that's half time, and I think that's the worst first half performance I've ever seen from a South African team. And their head coach really rubbed it in.
You promised you're going to scrum then. You promised you're going to play like you lost and as a group together. But you lied. You're a liar.
Can me and Leon turn this game around? But here come Georgia now, racing away, looking to get themselves in the lead. Are they going to make it? What are we seeing here in Johannesburg? And with that kick, they're up by 2 points. I genuinely don't know what's going on. Georgia with the offside penalty. The pressure is truly mounting. But we've got the turnover. And here we go with Peter Steph du Toit. Where did that come from? Is he going to go all the way? He doesn't have the pace as we keep the ball alive. But Georgia gets it back. There is one last chance. Leon finds me on the blind side. What can I do? A beautiful handoff here, making solid meters inside to the fullback, and that is amazing. Still pushing here. The drop goal could be on, but here I go racing through, and I've got the try. Take a bow. I came on as a substitute, and have I just scored the winner? Jaden Hendrikse missed a similar kick earlier, but I make it. It's 1 minute to go, and we've got the ball here. What is Leon trying to do? Using the hands now, through with Kolisi. A lovely handoff here. No way. Could we finish this game with a bang? And yes, we are. With me and Leon's leadership, we have truly turned this game around. I've officially become a hero, but in the semi-finals, it's where legends are made. Me and Leon have burst onto the scene, and we're feeling really confident. But there was still negativity.
Do you really think you will beat Australia?
Of course we can.
You're just a rookie.
So the Australian press trying to drag me down, but with the game looming, we grouped together and we were ready for the match. So out come the teams, and we need to play better than we did against Georgia, otherwise we won't last very long. Leon with the pick and go, and he's almost through, but he passes it to Australia. They're through, surely they're going to score. I come across, but they get the try. That's pathetic, that's laziness in defence. Can we bounce back and not be so complacent? The game's opening up, a chip kick through, but we're not going to get it. High pressure on it, but is that a yellow card? A high tackle here, and a red card? But the whistle for half-time finally goes as we're down to 14 men, down 7 points, and we've had so many handling errors and mistakes, it's really looking down and out for us. And the coaches were furious. It's clear me and Leon need to lead the team and shock the world, proving the haters wrong and sending us to the Rugby World Cup final. And we pick and go with the number 8. What can he do? He's been given some gaps. Can he capitalise on it? Still going through. How have they not made the tackle? And we have got the most ridiculous try. That was the kind of boost we needed, and I did my job from the tee. But Australia came right back. Can we keep them out and cling on? But here they go through and they've snatched the lead. They make the kick, but it looks like they think they've got the win. We need to hit them hard when they least expect it. Just over 2 minutes now, hunting for the try to try and draw up the game. Here we go with Canan Moodie, but he's just tackled. Shipping into the centre, maybe a cheeky drop goal, and we slot it in the nick of time. 5 seconds left. So we've gone all in. If we can score one more try in this final play, we will make it to the World Cup final. This is the stuff I've dreamed for as a kid, to be in a situation like this. But can we close it out? The 88th minute in the red, and we're in the 22. Taking it flat here, popping it out the back, searching for a gap. Here I go, shipping it on, but you've got to be kidding me. Australia with the ball, but we've got the turnover. You've got to be kidding me. 103 minutes, and we've got the win. So what a match, what a win. But all of our eyes are now on the one big game. We're confident, but anything could happen. Rugby's greatest rivalry, in rugby's greatest spectacle. Can me and Leon achieve our lifelong dream and win a Rugby World Cup? But here come our opposition. They want this trophy as much as we do. It is the All Blacks. I get the honour for the first kick of the ball. Can we go on to win the trophy? Leon here, shipping it out to the right, to Peter Steph to Toy, to me here. I'm getting unleashed. Can I score? But you've got to be kidding me. It's still early in this test match, and we keep the pressure up. A chip from Canan Moodie. Can he collect it? And yes, he can. I caught the ball, I got tackled, and then the ball exploded into the stands. New Zealand shipping it right now, and they've gone through a gap. How have we allowed that? But we get the tackle in. It's 0-0 so far, and how have we done that? Terrible defence there, a lack of concentration, and New Zealand are ahead. It's the final play of the half here. Can we leave with something in half time as we push through with the danger man on the wing, looking to find the try? And are we going to get it? Yes, we are. This kick would draw the game in this legendary test match, and we make it. So 7-7 here, it's as close as the real World Cup final. Something needs to be said at half time though, to get the spirits up and to try and get the win.
You don't give up on anything for 80 minutes.
It's not over until I win.
I take it in. Will I get a World Cup final assist? And yes, I will. Exactly how we needed to start the second half. We are now ahead. So my halftime speech inspired the fast start, but can we keep this up? So less than 20 minutes to play here. We've got the upper hand, but New Zealand desperate to try and get back into this game. They ship it to the right now, and here they go on the front foot. Kolisi, a desperate attempt for the tackle, and they keep going here. We're defending like our dreams depend on it, because they do, but cracks are starting to form. 2.5 minutes now, and here New Zealand go through a gap 3 meters out. New Zealand to the right now, and they've snatched it. I don't believe it, I can't believe it, but Beauden Barrett with this kick has sent it to extra time. And walking back in, I remembered from where I came from. I started as a young kid with a dream, signing for my childhood club, and I'm now in a Rugby World Cup final in extra time. These are the most important minutes of my life coming up. The first team to score a single point will win the Rugby World Cup. I send the ball down to the touchline. We need to keep them in their half because they could snatch the win at any time with a drop goal. And we've got the turnover. That is absolutely huge here. Leon injecting pace here. We need to apply the pressure to New Zealand, and he's found a gap. Are you kidding me? Racing towards the 22. The drop goal could be on in this sort of area, but I've dropped it. But somehow that's not a knock on. My heart's going all over the place. What is happening here? And we could go for the drop goal now maybe. Shipping it out wide though. We might have an overlap. Here we go to me. Breaking through. Kolisi with the pick and go. He's found some space here. Stepping through, but he's just tackled. Leon plays me the ball for World Cup glory. The drop goal, and we've made it. It's the most dramatic end to a Rugby World Cup final ever. What is going on here? All the years I've put in, from humble beginnings with Leon, match after match, I have not only won the Rugby World Cup, but become a legend for the history books. Thank you so much for watching, and what a journey it's been.